In 2020, COVID hit, which meant we were all stuck indoors and inevitably none of us did much besides from chat amongst ourselves, sit online and watch films, drink a lot and gain a lot of weight. I went from 68 kilos to 85 in a matter of months. I went from a small t-shirt in the March to a large in about August, September. That's mental. And I wasn't exercising, so it was pretty much all fat. So I tried to lose the fat. I was training to be a personal trainer at this time and I had about 4 years gym experience. I knew what a calorie deficit was, so I thought this is probably going to be easy. And it just didn't work. I just couldn't stick to it. Thing is, I really wanted to lose the fat. I know there's people online that will say, oh, you just didn't want it enough. No, I really wanted to lose the fat. I hated the way I looked, but I kept on trying, but I just couldn't stick to it and I couldn't work out where I was going wrong. It was only once I actually looked a little bit deeper that I realized the problem that was holding me back, that holds many people back, and I'm about to tell you about it now. Logistically, fat loss is just calories in, calories out. The same way that with this bowl of grapes, if I was to put 2 grapes in every single day, and if I was to take 3 out every single day, I would be in a net loss. And if I did that every single day, I would lose more and more grapes over time. The same way that you lose fat in a calorie deficit. The difference is you're not a bowl of grapes. Well, I don't really know, to be honest. You can identify if it's anything nowadays. Because you're human, it's not that simple. You have stresses, you have jobs, you have emotions that all impact everything you do every single day. I went to a fitness event last year and I went to a talk from one of the UK's most reputable bodybuilding coaches, and what he said changed the way I deal with every single client when they're trying to lose fat. He said the first thing he does before he even gives someone a calorie target or any form of nutrition target is he deals with their stress management. Think of it, the reason most of us binge eat is because we're stressed, or binge drink is because we're stressed. The reason that we don't turn up at the gym or don't turn up to that walk is because we're tired and we're stressed. So the secret to a proper fat loss journey isn't some HIIT workout or some diet trick or some supplement, it's minimizing your stress. It's minimizing your stress levels so that it just feels effortless, that the calorie deficit feels effortless, the exercise feels effortless. And there's 2 main ways that I believe are the best ways to minimize your stress when doing this. The first one is just sleep more. When we haven't slept properly, our hunger hormone ghrelin starts to build up, so we're going to start to feel more hungry. And obviously, when we're trying to lose fat, we're eating less food. So if we're hungrier, but we're also eating less food, we're going to have these massive cravings and going to feel more likely to binge, and then that binge feeling is going to make us feel way more stressed and we're going to struggle to lose fat. Another thing is our adenosine in our brain is going to start to build up, which is a fancy way of saying you're just going to feel more tired, and because you feel more tired, you're going to be less likely to want to move around and exercise. What I recommend you do is get just anywhere from 6 to 9 hours a night, and no one goes to bed when they say they are. So if you're saying you're going to bed at 10, go to bed at 9 and it will work, trust me. And the second best way that you can minimize stress, I believe, is with just a time frame. If I told you to make these 6 eggs in 2 minutes, you would be stressed, you'd be rushing. The quality of what you do will go down as a result of trying to get it done. More often than not, you won't get it done. But if I said to you, you have half an hour, you have an hour, you have all day to do it, you would do it perfectly to the best standard possible. And that's because you have a much larger time frame. It's kind of like on MasterChef. You know when Gordon shouts, you've got 10 minutes to make like a cake or something, right? Then everyone starts rushing around and stressing. Because they're professionals, they can do it all right, but you're not a professional. And the shorter time frame you give, the more intensity there is there and the more stress there will be. Hence, this is why when anyone says last minute they're trying to lose fat before they go on holiday, they never get it done because it's in such a short time frame that's so stressful, it's so intense, it's just not doable. So if you want to lose belly fat the right way, all you've got to do is sleep more and give yourself long enough so that deficit doesn't even feel like it's there. So it's just falling away as you live your life. And subscribe to me to make it way easier.